Good afternoon, everyone. Before we commence Robbie and Joe's wedding this afternoon, a few housekeeping issues. A reminder that confetti is not permitted in the park, but rose petals are okay at the end of the ceremony. Please turn off your mobile phones, and Robbie and Joe have requested that there be no photos taken during the ceremony because we have a professional photographer here capturing all the atmosphere of the ceremony, and those photos will be available afterwards. Now, if you could please stand for the wedding procession.
Oh, sorry.
Please be seated. Family and friends, my name's Andrew Williamson and I'm an authorised marriage celebrant, and I have great pleasure in conducting Robbie and Joe's wedding ceremony this afternoon. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners on the land in which we meet today and their elders past, present and emerging. Welcome everyone, whether you live here in Brisbane or have travelled from afar. Robbie and Joe are delighted that you can share this special day with them. Now is also a good time to recognise those who could not be with us today. A special mention of Joe's mother Elizabeth, who passed away just last year. Most of us know the story about how Robbie and Joe met. Joe's mother was first diagnosed with cancer by Robbie, her oncologist at the time. And Elizabeth also encouraged the relationship and would be so proud and happy of Robbie and Joe's marriage today. The couple are strongly supported by loving families. Robbie's parents, Robert and Jennifer, and Joe's father, George. The parents are presenting Robbie and Joe for marriage today. Robert, Elizabeth and George, do you present Robbie and Joe for marriage? We do. A wedding is such a wonderful occasion, filled with hopes, dreams and excitement. A marriage grows out of loving, caring and sharing ourselves with another. Marriage must not be entered into lightly, but thoughtfully and seriously, with a deep realisation of the obligations and responsibilities. And I know from getting to know Robbie and Joe over the last few months, they do have a very strong understanding of the important commitment they're making in front of us today. Next we'll hear a reading from Joe's sister Melissa. It's from St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians. Thank you, Melissa. Soon after Robbie and Joe met, they discovered a shared passion for the Brisbane Lions AFL club. They've also shared many travel adventures courtesy of Joe's staff discount at Qantas. Joe also welcomes Robbie's children into their new family. Poppy is one of the flower girls today, and Caleb ushered you into the chapel this afternoon. Their marriage is also supported by many family and friends from right across Queensland. Joe and Robbie are so grateful for your presence this afternoon. Now for the important part of the ceremony. I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Now, Robbie, do you take Joe to be your wedded partner in marriage, to cherish in love and friendship, in strength and in weakness, to love him faithfully, today, tomorrow, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Now, Joe, do you take Robbie to be your wedded partner in marriage, to cherish in love and friendship, in strength, in weakness, to love him faithfully, today, tomorrow, and for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Thank you. Now for the legal vows. Robbie, please repeat after me. I call upon the persons here present.
I call upon the persons here present.
To witness that I, Robert Patrick Downs.
That I, Robert Patrick Downs.
To witness that I, Robert Patrick Downs,
to witness that I, Robert Patrick Downs,
take thee, Joseph Thomas Johnston,
take thee, Robert
Joseph.
Sorry.
I'll start again. Okay. I might do the whole thing again.
Yep.
I call upon the person, Robbie, please repeat after me. I call upon the persons here present
I call upon the persons here present
to witness that I, Robert Patrick Downs, take thee, Joseph Thomas Johnston, to be my lawful wedded partner in marriage. Now, Joe, please repeat after me. I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Joseph Thomas Johnston, take thee, Robert Patrick Downs, to be my lawful